नहमदुहु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिल करीम अम्मा बाद अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम Alhamdulillah, once again with the extreme mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we are gathered here again to inshallah continue our
Is it
journey.
not true that every time they took a covenant, a party of them threw it away? But in fact, most of them do not believe.
उन लोगों ने जब जब खुदा से अहद वासिक किया तो उनमें से एक फरीक ने उसको किसी चीज की तरह फेंक दिया। हकीकत यह है कि इनमें अक्सर बे
So awakullama is the translation is this alif here, this hamza is basically a question mark. Okay, and awa, this is a and, waw atifa, and kullama is more of a zarf. Are you familiar with zarf? Zarf zama, zarf makam. And ma is also isme mausula. So inshallah we'll look into it when we look in the grammar. So and is it not that whenever? See, it's like in the form of a question. Ahadu is a verb. Ahadu, when they took. What they took? Ahdan, a covenant. When they make a contract or when they make a promise. Nabazahu is also a verb, and that is to throw it away. Fariqum can be used for a single person, but it can also be used for a group of people, a party. And minhum, min is the harf jar and the hum is the dhamir. So this is murakkabe jari here. Yes. Okay. Bal, if we translate bal in Urdu, we say balke. We say balke in Urdu. And in English we have ne, right? Aksaruhum is mudaf mudafun ilayh, and most of them. La yuminun, this is a verbal sentence, but a negative one. It's a fe'l mudare. Yeah. So yuminuna is fe'l mudare. Everybody can see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So is it not true that every time they took a covenant, a party of them threw it away? Threw it away mean they break it or they did not care about it. But in fact, most of them do not. We can say in लोगों ने जब खुदा से अहद वासिक, when you say अहद वासिक mean a very strong covenant. It's not like something small, it's something strong, like you made a very big promise. किया तो उनमें से एक फरीक ने, when you say एक फरीक, it doesn't mean that one person, that means a group of people. इसने किसी चीज की तरह, like you sometimes you throw something useless away, they just did not give importance to it and they फेंक दिया. उन्होंने एक फरीक ने उसको फेंक दिया. हकीकत यह है कि उनमें से अक्सर बेईमान है, क्योंकि आहद को या अपने वादों को पूरा करने के लिए ईमान का होना बहुत ज़रूरी है. जब ईमान मजबूत होता है तो इंसान हर काम की जिम्मेदारी लेता है. तो अल्लाह ताला ये फरमा रहे हैं कि उनमें से अक्सर बेईमान लोग हैं, तो उनके लिए ये करना कोई बड़ी बात नहीं थी, ये उनकी आदत थी. आया नंबर 100 starts from here. So we know that whenever we are looking at the verses, we are either dealing with a nominal sentence or we are dealing with a verbal sentence, right? And we also know what istifham is. Istifham is when you're trying to ask a question. Yeah. And we also know that ma is also harf shart. So in English, when we have harf shart, what do we have? We have the if then else. Yeah. So over here, awakullama, and is it not that whenever? So whenever they make a promise, and ahadu, if you think about ahadu, what siga is this?
Third one.
Third person, right?
Third
And
person.
it is for the
Plural.
plural, right? Jama. So
Yes.
ahadu, they took. Yes. Ahadu, they took. So the fail and the file is here, right? What is the file here? Hum. Okay, when we have a fail and a file, could we also have a maful?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, all right. So what is ahdan? What is the status of ahdan?
Mess up.
nasab, right? And a maf'ul is always
Nasab.
In
nasab,
nasab.
right? And is it a noun?
Yeah.
Ahdan
Yes.
is a noun, right? Because of the tanween here, right?
Tanween.
We know that if there is al and there is tanween, we know that that is a noun. And usually the file and the maf'ul are nouns, right? Because anytime we say status or i'rab or halat, then we are basically talking about nouns, because nouns have statuses, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So ahadu is the verb, and you can see there is a verb and a file in it, and the maf'ul for it is ahdan. So this little line here is telling me from here to here is a one verbal sentence. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you have harf shart, don't you have the shart part first?
Yes.
So what is the shart? That whenever they make a covenant, whenever they make a promise, or whenever they make a contract, then what is the jawab shart? Nabazahu fariqum minhum. So over here, nabaza, is it siga number 1?
Yeah.
Yes, right? Now, what do we know about siga number 1? And this is what we are also talking about in our Saturday class. That siga number 1 can have an inside file or outside file.
That's right.
Yes. So the rule for an outside file is that it could come a little bit later in the sentence. Yes.
Yeah.
So if I don't show you farikun, what do you see now?
Nabazahu.
Nabazahu, he broke it, or he throw it away. Yes.
Yeah.
Is nabaza means he throw it, or he throw, or he threw? It's a mazi, right?
Yeah.
So what is this who here? Is this the maf'ul?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if I don't show you fariqun, then I say he threw it away. The translation will be he threw it away. Yes.
Yeah.
So what
Yes.
is it the inside file or outside file?
Then it's inside.
Then it's inside, because the huwa is hidden inside it.
Inside.
But the moment you see fariqun, is the fariqun, what is the status of fariqun?
Rafa.
Rafa. And what is the status of a file?
Rafa.
Rafa. So, and we know that whenever there is an outside file, it has to be with the siga number 1 or siga number 4.
Yes.
Siga number 1 for male and siga number 4 for female. So if you think about it, we're looking at verb, and we are looking at maf'ul bihi, and we're looking at the file. Yes?
Yes.
But what is the order? The order is the verb come first, then most likely the file, and then the maf'ul bihi, correct?
Yes. Yes.
So over here, the order is good. Verb, file, and maf'ul bihi, correct?
Yeah.
But in this one, the maf'ul bihi is with the nabazahu. Okay?
Yes.
And that is because whenever there is a outside file and the maf'ul is a isme dhamir, it gets attached to the verb. Right? Because if you say nabaza fariqun hu, doesn't sound good. Does it sound good?
No.
Think about it, right? Because the who, imagine the who is right over here in this area. It will be nabaza fariqun who. And who is an attached file. And because zal is such word that it does not allow anything to be attached to it, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like dal, zal, ra, za, they don't allow anything. But this is basically isme zamir of the attached kind, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is nabaza, siga number 1. The file is fariqun, maf'ul is who. They threw it away. It is the maf'ul. And what are we talking about? Whenever they make a covenant. So what are they then? Fariqum minhum. Is minhum is about mutallik?
Yeah.
Yes. Minhum is jar majroor, right?
Jar majroor.
Murakkab jari. Yes.
Yes.
So mutallik is always about the verb. Yes. So over here, what they're saying, that's in, then they threw it, some of them or a party of them threw it away. Not everyone. but some people among that group. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so the root letters or the mada is ain,
Ahada.
ha, and dal. Yes.
Yes.
And it is from the bab mufa'ala, is from fail salasi mazid fi. Okay. These are from the mazid fi family, and the family is jahada. That the word we use is jahada yujahidu. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
and this is a third person active voice muzakkar, and is
Yeah.
jama. Yes, because
Yeah.
this wow is basically the damir for hum.
So,
Yes.
my question is, what is ahada?
Ahada means they took.
No,
Ahada.
there is no they. Ahada.
But you remember, anytime the verb in an Arabic language cannot come by itself.
Is
It-
he took then?
But it is, yeah, ahada here is he took. Yes, that's correct.
He took.
Yes,
Yeah.
but we are talking about ahadu, right? The one in the verse, right?
It's plural.
Ah.
I thought the ahad is promised.
Okay, so if
They
you
promised.
pay attention over here, if it's ahada ahad karna या वादा करना,
Yeah.
सही है, दोनों यूज कर सकते हैं.
Yes.
अहद और वादा सिमिलर, ठीक है.
Similar.
अच्छा, लेकिन अब आप गौर करें कि हम जो रूट लेटर्स होते हैं उसी में से नाउन्स भी निकलते हैं. तो लोग देखें, आहदा वादा या अहद करने को अमल को जब उसको हमने मस्दर में लिखा तो मस्दर क्या बना? आहदन, नाउन बन गया, क्योंकि मस्दर क्या होता है? नाउन होता है.
The reason I'm saying is that it would be when they promised a promise.
आप उसको उस तरह तर्जमा ना करें ना, आप उसको कहें कि when they took, सही है ना? So they are doing the, or you can say, yes, you can say they promised a
A
covenant.
promise. A
A
promise.
promise or a covenant. Covenant is
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
in line with ahda. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we also have
Ahad.
wa'ada, we have that, those root words, right? Wa'ada bhi hai na हमारे पास.
Yeah.
अरबी में wa'ada bhi hai. So ahada is more like a covenant, like a contract, like making a some sort of contract with somebody. So over here, when we deal with bab mufa'ala, so our sarf saghir basically gives us the following. Madi will be ahada. Yuahidu will be mudare. And amar kya hoga fil amar? Ahid.
Ahid.
Yes. And muahidun ismul fa'il.
File.
जो बंदा जो वादा करने वाला फेल कर रहा है उसका इसम जो है इसमुल फाइल है मुआहिदुन, और जिसके ऊपर वो वादा कर रहा है या जिसके ऊपर वो अहद कर रहा है वो उसे कहेंगे मुआहदुन. एंड द मस्दर क्या होगा? मुआहदातुन. Okay, but the word we are looking at, I believe over here, this is what we are looking at, bab mufala. But look at the masdar, ahdan, you see? And now look at the verse here, ahdan, you see?
Ahdan. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. So from that fail, ahdan is the name of the masdar, right?
Yeah.
So it also comes from bab daraba, and bab daraba is from salasi mujarrad, and that's daraba yadribu, and it's also from samiya yasma'u.
Yes.
So ahida bhi hai, and these variations are available to us, and बाब दरबा से ये variations हैं, और जो इस वक्त आया में आया है वो basically मुफाला से आया है, मुजीद फी से आया है, जाहदा युजाहिदु.
Yeah.
Sister Anjum,
Yes,
how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Alhamdulillah. Are you following?
Yes,
Okay. तो कोई question हो तो बता दीजिएगा.
जी.
Okay. So basically we looked at ahadu, and if you want to look at nabaza is also from, it can be from bab daraba yadribu, and it's also means threw it away. This word nabazahu means threw it away. Nabaza, he threw. Yam buzu, he throws or he will throw, because mudare is for present, and amar will be if you want to say somebody to throw it, you say throw, you say umbuz. Yes. And the ismul file will be nabizun, the person who is throwing, or the object which is throwing. The name of that actor is nabizun. Yes.
Yeah.
And the ismul maful will be manbuzun. And the example we have been using, the one we are more comfortable with, is abada. Abada mean he worshipped. So the one who worshipped is known as abid. Yes.
Yes.
The person who does the act of ibadah is known as
Abid.
abid. And the thing he worshipped is known as ma'budun. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So same logic. Nabizun is the ismul file. So don't confuse it with file. File could be somebody different. But when you're dealing with the verb, according to that verb, what will be the name of the actor? Yes, or the actor or the doer, that is called ismul file. Right?
Yes. Yes.
Right? If I say abada Khalidun, yes, I said Khalid worshipped. Did I say Khalid worshipped? Yes.
Yes.
Abada Khalidun. Yes.
Yes.
Then who is the file?
Khalid.
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 But if I ask you what is the ismul file, you're gonna say Abidun.
Abid.
Right? You're not gonna say Khalidun, because Khalidun is the file, but the ismul file, what is the name of that file, is based on the verb is Abidun. Yes.
Abid.
If I say
Yes.
Nasara Zaidun, yeah. So I said
Yeah.
Zaid helped. Yes.
Yeah.
So who is the file?
Zaid.
No,
Zaid.
Zaidun.
Zaid.
Zaid is the file. But what is the ismul file? Nasirun. Yes. Okay. If I say the same thing, I say Nasara Zaidun Hamidan. Making sense? I said Zaid helped Hamid. Agree?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
ismul file will be Nasirun and ismul
Yes.
maful will be Mansurun.
Yes.
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 On the same token, the file will be Zaidun and maful will be Hamidan.
Yes.
You guys get the fine point I'm trying to highlight here? That what is the difference between a file and an ismul file, and a maful and a ismul maful?
Yes. I know.
Alhamdulillah. Brother Javed, Sister Homa, you guys pick up that fine point what I'm trying to make here? Sister Homa?
Assalamu alaikum. Yes,
Wa
yes.
alaikum salam. Alhamdulillah, Jazakallah khair. Okay, so nabaza, you will find this word in the Quran quite a bit. Anytime you will find this word is more like somebody either break the promise or break their covenant or threw it away. The literal meaning is threw it away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So look at this. Wa amma takhafanna min qaumin khiyanatan fambidh ilayhim ala sawa'in. So, and if you fear treachery on the part of people, then throw back to them on terms of their quality. What is the meaning of throwback? Reject their covenant or reject the contract you have done with them, get out of that contract if you feel that the people you made the covenant with, they are not going to be honest with you. Yeah? Inshallah. Okay. So going back to our tool, Farikun, we know what Farikun is. The root words are Fa, Ra, Qaf. Yes. And the Farikun is the sixth mushabba. Yeah. And the Madi will be Faraka. Mudare will be Yafriku. Ifrik will be Fele Amr. Farikun will be the Ismul Fa'il. Mafrukun will be Ismul Maful. Masdar will be Furqanun or Farkan. Yeah. A party, a group of people, a कौम. उर्दू में हम इसके लिए कौम ग्रो का लफ्ज भी इस्तेमाल करते हैं कि एक ग्रो ने एक कौम ने या एक कबीले ने या जो भी एक पार्टी है उसको हम इस तरह से उसको फरीक कहेंगे. हम जब लीगल टर्म में बात करते हैं, जब हम फरीक की बात करते हैं, तो उसमें हम किसी इंडिविजुअल की बात भी कर सकते हैं और किसी ग्रुप की बात भी कर सकते हैं. हमारा रेफरेंस कोई सिंगल एंटिटी भी हो सकता है और एक ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल भी हो सकता है. एग्री? ये बात हमें समझ में आ गई कि इसमें हरफ शर्त है, इसमें इस्तफहाम है, इसे काइंड ऑफ ए क्वेश्चन, उसमें शर्त है और उसका जवाब शर्त है. यस? आमतौर पे शर्त और जवाब शर्त जो होता है वो वर्बल सेंटेंस की शक्ल में होता है. Are you able to see there are two verbal sentences here, mashallah?
Yeah.
So one verbal sentence has a verb, file and maf'ul, which is allowed combination. And one combination is we have the verb, we have the maf'ul bihi, file, and also the mutalliq. Okay. Now the rule of thumb is this, that when you use this, this file here, the file over here is nakira. You see, it's not al-fariqu.
Yeah, nakira.
It's fariqun, it's nakira, it's common. So when you have a file in a common category like this, it can become the sifa. You see that there is a word called sifa. This tool here is so great. If you read about it, you can go and you can see this hamza is istafham, because this is not alif. When there is a haraka on an alif, we call it a hamza instead of an alif, right? And it's an alif of interrogation. Okay. The waw is zaida here, but this is also, the translation is and. So this is atifa also, the one we know. Zarf zama is the kullama. Right? Whenever we hear this word kullama in the bunch of other words, what are they? They are a special kind of mudaf, and they are zarf zama or zarf maka. Okay. Ahadu is fi'l madi wal waw zamir muttasil fil mahli rafa fa'il. देखें फाइल की सारी जो क्वालिटीज हैं वो यहाँ लिखी हुई हैं कि फाइल जो होता है वो रफा में होता है. यस. और चूंकि फाइल यहाँ पे थर्ड पर्सन है और मादी में है, तो वो हुम है बेसिकली. यस. और हुम जो है वो एक सफिक्स की सूरत में नजर आता है, और वो होता है वाव की शक्ल में. यस. क्या हुम जो है वो एक जमीर है? यस. तो इसलिए हम उसको कह रहे हैं जमीर मुत्तसिल. मुत्तसिल मीन attached pronoun. Okay. Now we know that hum is detached. Yes, we know that. But when you take only the waw out of it, yes, didn't you attach the waw with the ahadu?
Yeah.
So you converted that suffix into from a detached pronoun to a attached pronoun. So this is saying this is a attached pronoun, and it is the waw, because the file will be waw. You're not going to say it's home. That is for our understanding. But the file in this ahadu is waw. Yes. And there is an extra alif there. And the alif has the sukoon on it, right?
Yeah.
And this alif has been introduced here to protect the waw. Because if there was no alif, you could have taken that waw as an and.
Yeah.
Is it a possibility that you could translate that waw as and?
There is, yes.
Yes. So this alif is called aliful wiqaya, and it is here for the protection of waw, to distinguish it from the atifa. Now, who remember this from the Saturday class? Sister Homa, do you remember this detail I was given in the Saturday class?
Yes.
Brother Ijaz, Brother Javed?
Yes.
Okay. Now, ahdan, we know that is a mansub, right? Is this a noun? And is this male or female?
Male.
And nasab in English is known as accusative. Yes.
Yeah.
And the male is known as masculine. And is it a marifa or nakira?
Nakira.
So look at this. The name for nakira is indefinite noun. Yes.
Yeah.
And what is the name for marifa? Definite noun.
Definitely.
What is the another name for indefinite? Common noun.
Common noun.
And for proper is the definite noun. Definite noun is also known as a proper noun. Yeah. Is nabazahu? It has the verb, and it has the maf'ul, and it also have the file, which is huwa. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So look at this. Fi'l madi wal ha dhamir muttasil fi mahali nasab maf'ul bihi.
Yeah.
So this is how you will explain it into English or Arabic when you want to talk about that. What is nabazahu? There is a maf'ul bihi in there. Now, why say mahali nasab? Fi mahali nasab? Because we know that the maf'ul bihi will always be in the placeholder of a nasab. Where a nasab supposed to come, the maf'ul bihi will be there. Agree?
Yeah.
Is this who? What is the status of who? Is this from the attached pronouns?
Yes.
And the attached pronouns of both nasab and jar category?
Yeah.
Okay. Now look at this. Is this hum? Is there an attached pronoun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it nasab and jar, right?
Yeah.
Yes. But the word min is a harf jara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Majroor.
harf jara will always require a majroor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in this min hum, the hum is majroor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agree? Okay,
Mm.
good.
Yes.
Yes, inshallah. Then over here, bal, they call it harf istirab. And basically it is either ne or we in Urdu we say balke. Aktharuhum, this word akthar mean most, right?
Most of
From
them.
kasir. Kasir क्या होता है? Too many,
Most.
Most
right?
of
तो उसकी superlative degree क्या होगी? अक्सर. Yes?
them.
Yes? तो जैसे कहते हैं ना सगीर और उसके बाद होता है असगर. Yes?
Yeah.
उसकी superlative degree होती है असगर. तो यहाँ पे कसीर से बनेगा अक्सर. और उसके आगे कौन सी जमीर है? Which zamir is it? Hum?
Hum.
Is it an attached pronoun?
Yeah.
Because ra cannot be attached, right?
Yes.
Yes. So over here, aksara is a special kind of mudaf. Yes.
Yeah.
So hum is the mudafun ilayh,
Yeah.
Yes.
and mudafun ilayh is supposed to be jar.
Jar.
Yeah.
So this hum over here is jar. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Then after that, is mudafun ilayh, can it be considered a mubtada?
Yeah.
Yes.
Khabar.
Mubtada. If the moment I say mubtada, your mind went to khabar, right? Because it's a jumla
Yeah.
ismiya. Yes.
Yeah.
So yu'minuna is a verb. Yes. Yu'minuna is a
Yeah.
fi'l mudare.
Pere mudari.
They
Yeah.
believe, right?
Plural.
Yes. And how do you make a fi'l mudare negative? You put la in front of it.
La yuminuna.
So they do not believe. Yes.
Yeah.
So they're saying बल्कि उनमें से अक्सर ईमान नहीं रखते. Nay,
Yeah.
most of them do not believe.
Mm.
Making sense?
Yes.
So the la yuminuna is a verbal sentence. Yes, it's a negative verbal sentence. Agree?
Yes. Yes.
And that becomes the khabar for aksaruhum, because aksaruhum is the mubtada. And if we have
Yes.
mubtada and khabar, we have a verbal nominal sentence.
Yeah.
Yes.
Agree? Okay. So
Yes.
look at this. The bal is harf istirab or israb. Idrab. Aksaruhum isme marfu is aksaru marfu. If you look at just the word aksaru,
Yeah.
yes. Is it dhamma here?
Yeah.
Is it
Yes.
singular? So you can, this is like a jama mukassar, yes? We can say, kasir se aksar.
Yes.
So this is going to be rafa, yes? And a
Yeah.
noun, which is rafa, is known as ism marfu, right?
Yeah.
And the home is dhamir muttasil. Is it a attached pronoun?
Attached pronoun.
And is it in the location of a jar? Is it supposed to, mudafun ilayh is supposed to be jar, right?
Yeah.
So it says, zamir muttasil fi mahli jar bil idafa. Why we say bil idafa? Because this mudafun ilayh murakkab idafi. Yes?
Yeah.
Not too long ago, we talked about murakkab idafi, correct?
Yeah.
So harf
Yeah.
nafi is la. And it is used for fi'l mudare. And yu'minuna is the waw, is the home in there, right?
Yeah.
And from the home, what we take? The waw. Yes?
Yeah.
And the noon. So una sound comes from the home, right? In the fi'l mudare one. So
Yeah.
this is zamir muttasil fi mahali rafa file. Because if you have yu'minuna, is the file in there? They believe.
They believe. Yeah.
They believe or they will believe. Because it's a mudare. Mudare covers both present and future.
Yeah.
Everybody agrees on that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So Alhamdulillah, this is basically in a nutshell what we look at these verses, and now we are able to identify each and every word. And we know this is mudaf, this is mudafun alayh, this is harf, harf nafi, This is yu'minuna, this is a verbal sentence, there is a verb in there and there is a file in there. Yeah.
Yes.
And basically in this structure, we know that khabar could be a verbal sentence, khabar could be another nominal sentence, khabar could be a shibu jumla, khabar could be
Yes.
another murakkab idafi, or it could be a murakkab tawsifi, right? So all those combinations we have done in the past. Now we can see the application of that, inshallah.
Inshallah.
So we have covered, alhamdulillah, the word for word translation, the other translation, Urdu translation. We have looked at some of the the words, like what is the yu'minuna here. Let's take a look. So you can see is from Bab if'alun, aslama yuslimu. Yeah. And it is a third person active voice, jama muzakkar. Amana yu'minu, amin. The fail amr will be amin, believe. The person who believes, or the file who based on the word amana, will be mu'minun. Yes. Yes. And the word ism maf'ul will be mu'man. There is only difference is there is a kasra here and there is a fatha here. So mu'minun is the ismul file and mu'manun is the ismul maf'ul. And what is the masdar? Imanun. Iman wale ko mu'min kehte hain na?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
आमना
Yes.
वो ईमान लाया, युमिनु वो ईमान लाता है या वो लाएगा. आमिन ईमान लाओ या तू ईमान ला. आमिन सिंगुलर के लिए होगा ना, और आमनु किसके लिए होगा? तुम सब वो सब ईमान लाओ. राइट. यस. बल्कि अमर तो सेकंड पर्सन को देते हैं ना, तो आमिनु का मतलब होता है तुम सब ईमान लाओ. यस. ओके. तो कुरान में आप कितनी दफा पढ़ते हैं या अय्युहल लज़ीना आमनु? वो वहां पे फेल अमर नहीं होता, लेकिन अमर देने के लिए यही होगा ना कि आमिनु, ईमान लाओ. ये फेल इससे भी आता है, समिया यस्मा से भी आता है, और इसमें इफ्ताल से भी आता है. इसमें बनता है इख्तलफा यख्तलिफु. And then since we have this tool, we don't memorize these, but we are always going in here. When we have to investigate something, we basically go in and we look at the surface saghir. Yeah.
Yes.
And so I hope you guys are using it. If you're not using it, it doesn't hurt, but it will always increase your knowledge, inshallah, right? So let's do the last bit. We go into our Urdu book and we read from here. और क्या जब कभी उन्होंने कोई अहद किया, उनमें से एक ग्रोह ने इसे फेंक तोड़ दिया. ठीक है. अब फेंकने का मतलब तो लिटल हो गया, लेकिन असल में मुहावरतन क्या मतलब हो उसका फेंकने का, कि उन्होंने उस अहद को तोड़ दिया. उस अहद को निभाया नहीं उन्होंने कभी उसको सीरियस नहीं लिया. उन्होंने उसको बड़ा आसानी से उसको झुटला दिया या उसको तोड़ दिया. या अब यहाँ पे देखें फरीक का तर्जमा क्या किया? ग्रोह. ठीक है. इंग्लिश में था ग्रुप. तो ग्रुप, ग्रोह, कौम, ये सब मिलते जुलते अल्फाज हैं जो किसी ज्यादा मतलब एक ग्रुप के लिए इस्तेमाल होते हैं. राइट. कौम भी हम कहते हैं ना, ये कैसी कौम है, तो उसका मतलब होता है कि एक मर्द एक शख्स नहीं, उस ग्रुप के जो लोग हैं मुख्तलिफ. ठीक है ना. तो अवकुल्लमा जो है हमजा है, अलिफ जो है वो हमजा है इस्तफामिया सवाल, उसका मतलब होता है क्या. वाव जो है वो हरफ अतफ है, उसका मतलब होता है और कुल्लमा जो है वो इसमें ज़र्फ है, मुताल्लिक है, और इसमें हरफ शर्त की तरह इस्तेमाल हुआ है. और जब हरफ शर्त आता है तो एक शर्त होती है और फिर उसकी एक जवाब शर्त होती है. ठीक है. आहदू फेल मादी है, जमा मुजक्कर गायब. आहदा युआहिदु मस्दर उसका है मुआहिदतुन. हम कहते हैं ना हमने मुआहिदा किया किसी के साथ, उर्दू में कहते हैं ना कि हमने किसी से मुआहिदा किया है, तो उसका क्या मतलब होता है कि हमने कोई टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन किसी के साथ हमने सेट कर ली है किसी काम के बारे में. राइट. मुआहिदा करना. और अहद क्या होता है कि आप उस मुआहिदे को निभाएंगे. राइट. ठीक है. और आहदन जो है वो मस्दर है, वो एक नाउन है, उसका मतलब होता है कोई अहद. नबज़हु, नबज़ा अलग है और हु उसमें ज़मीर है. नबज़ा का मतलब है फेल मादी वाहिद मुज़क्कर गायब, और उसका मतलब होता है फेंक देना, फेंक दिया. या ओके जी, ये हो गया. उसके बाद بل اکثرهم لا یؤمنون، بلکہ ان کی اکثریت جو ہے ایمان نہیں رکھتے. تو اللہ تعالیٰ نے ایک طرح سے نبی صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم کو ایک تسلی بھی یہاں دی ہے. دیکھیں اگر آپ سے کسی نے وعدہ کیا ہو اور وہ اس کو وعدے کو توڑ دے تو آپ یقیناً اس بات کو لے کے آپ کا دل آزاری ہوگی، رائٹ
Yes.
رائٹ. لیکن کوئی شخص جو آپ کی کیئر کرتا ہے، محبت کرتا ہے، اگر وہ آپ کو دلاسا دینے کے لیے کہے کہ یار تم کیوں دل چھوٹا کر رہے ہو، یہ ان لوگوں کی تو عادت ہے وعدہ کر کے توڑنے کی، تو کیا آپ کے دل میں کچھ تسلی ہوگی؟
Yes.
تو اللہ تعالیٰ اپنے نبی صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم کو یہ فرما رہے ہیں کہ یہ لوگ تم سے جو وعدے کرتے ہیں یا تمہیں کہتے ہیں کہ تمہاری مدد کریں گے، اور جب یہ نہیں کرتے تو تم دل چھوٹا نہ کرو، کیونکہ یہ جو مجھ سے وعدے کرتے ہیں، مجھ سے کبھی انہوں نے وعدے نہیں پورے کیے، یہ تو ان کی تو عادت ہی ایسی ہے.
جی.
یہ بات سمجھ میں آئی کہ اس کا مقصد کیا ہے اس آیت کا؟
ہم،
یہ ایک طرح سے نبی صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم کو اللہ تعالیٰ نے ان کی یہ کوالٹی بتائی ہے کہ دیکھو بھائی یہ لوگ تو ایسے ہی ہیں، ان کے اوپر اپنا دل نہ جلاؤ اور ان کے وعدوں پہ اتنا بھروسہ نہ کرو، یہ ان کا تو کام ہی یہ ہے کہ یہ وعدہ کر کے توڑ دیتے ہیں. لیکن سب نہیں،
جی جی
ان میں سے کچھ لوگ
جی
یا ان میں سے اکثر لوگ ایسا کرتے ہیں. کیوں اور وجہ کیا ہے یہ اس طرح کرنے کی؟ کیونکہ وہ ایمان نہیں رکھتے. کیونکہ جو بھی ایمان والا ہوگا وہ 10 دفعہ سوچے گا کہ میں نے یار کسی سے وعدہ کیا ہے، میں اس کو کیسے توڑ دوں. دیکھیں نا اس کا کتنا تعلق ہے،
جی.
ہمارے اخلاق کا تعلق ہمارے ایمان سے کتنا زیادہ ہے. جب ہمیں کسی چیز کے
ہاں
بارے میں
جی.
خوف ہوتا ہے کہ ہماری پکڑ ہو جائے گی یا میں اللہ کو کیا منہ دکھاؤں گا یا میرے نبی کی کیا سنت ہے، تو پھر وہ ایسے چھوٹے چھوٹے کام کرتے بھی 10 دفعہ سوچتا ہے.
ہاں جی.
ٹھیک ہے نا.